Well, I mean, what is there to say? Starfield. There's not really much else to say. I don't think we even need to hype it up at all. We got lore. You're right. There's lore. They put out the story so far, so you can figure out what's going on leading up to the events that you're going to be playing in the game. They announced that it's gone gold. We know a lot of people were complaining and worried that the game was going to get delayed or something was wrong because it hadn't gone gold yet, and it officially went gold today. We got file sizes, preload dates, and some more info from a Q&A. So it was a big day in terms of Starfield info. The game is ready. The game is looking good. We've already seen people tweeting out that they know people who have the game in their hands and that they're excited about it and that they're saying it's really good. So, I mean, Starfield is going to be like the biggest release this year, probably. We'll see how it. I guess it was between that and Zelda. Those are the two biggest ones for me. But Starfield, I think, is just like a brand new IP, generational RPG. We'll see if it lives up to all the hype. But yeah, we got tons of information. I mean, yeah, Starfield. Let's go.
Oh man, yes. We definitely got a lot of information, especially like from the Q&A. Like like one of the things that like really got me like hype was like the fact that for example, you can well, we kind of knew this in a way, but it's nice to get the confirmation that like your effects are going to have consequences. So when you commit a crime, you're gonna have the option where you can pay the fee, which we've seen this in Skyrim already, or you can go to jail. But you can also break out of jail or break at that moment. I think it was said also in the Q&A, and that gets me to like just to think about it. Like you can even plan to like go to jail purposely because maybe there's something in jail that you might want to to actually get or something like that. So the playing possibility is like it's amazing, crazy. I see you like super like jiggly, like laughing there. Like, what got you excited about the Q&A?
Jiggly. Oh man, when they mentioned prison, I was
like a Jigglypuff. He's like a Jigglypuff.
What a Jigglypuff? Hell, what? What y'all? I hate Jigglypuff, man. Seriously, it's like the most boring. I'd rather be a Snorlax than a Jigglypuff. All the way.
Well, you do become a Snorlax when you play video games.
We
got that firsthand.
Oh, you got firsthand?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Simon, were you there that day? You weren't there. So we were playing with Crazy, and Crazy fell asleep, and he forgot to.
What were you playing?
Oh Lord!
He the point is he fell asleep and he just started snoring live. And all you can hear him was him snoring.
Yes,
you were there. I think you were there.
I was there that night. Yeah.
No, not you. Of course you were there. You were
I know I was there. I was snoring. I fell asleep. I was having a tired day. But either way, though, back to this game, man.
No, let's go. Let's talk more about the snoring.
No, I don't want to talk more about the snoring, man. That was embarrassing. Oh man. Hey, yeah, I was tired. I fell asleep. We're playing this boring question game. I don't forget what it's called. It's a fun game, but for me, it was just like, eh. But literally, I was just like, yeah. I just fell asleep. I was tired that day. It was a tired evening. But hey, let's get back to this game because man, I'm super excited about the whole idea about like you recruiting people. And like for example, they have like their own special things to help you out throughout the game. Like one guy could be your bodyguard that is good with machine guns, or he's a good sniper. You can put him on a watchtower, stuff like that. Or you can get a guy that can grab and help you get the hyperdrive. I don't know, to get the ship to travel much more faster, or to get into hyperdrive more faster. And you can have it's a 20 crew. Is it 20 crew ship, isn't it? Plume.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have like
they're 20. Yeah.
20. So that's insane. And each one can have like their own special thing. All I know is I'm gonna get my guy that makes good sandwiches. That's the guy I'm gonna get first on my crew because man, those sandwiches look delicious in that game. Every time I see those sandwiches, it makes me want to order a Subway, man. Seriously. But hey, man, reading about that, got me super excited. So sad to hear about prison because I know I'm gonna be locked up in prison again and again and again, probably because that's why I pretty much am always in prisons. These guys always say I'm always in prison, but yes, I'll be pretty much in prison.
His boss is going to jump into his game save when he's at work,
Yeah.
and she's going to literally travel him to prison and put him in prison every time. So when he loads up the game, he's like, "Why am I in prison again?"
Damn it. But yeah, but and that, and you know, that's what's interesting that I read is that you can actually beat the game like non-lethal. And I'll say that's got to be hard because with so much stuff going on in that game, so much, like if you land on a planet, you got these beasts running after you. What are you gonna do? You're not going to shoot it, you're just going to let it run you over or eat you alive or what? No, you got to blast through these things. Or this guy, oh yeah, this guy hops into your shit, try to steal it. What are you going to do? Let him steal it? Be like, oh hey dude, just take it all, I won't kill you. Nah, heck no, man, I'm gonna be beating up people in that game. I'm gonna let him take my ship. But really,
pacifist achievement would be really hard on that game.
Yeah, that would be really hard. That would be really hard. And like for example, like the dialogues, they also mentioned that it can help you out throughout, like to escape situations. But either way, though, something I gotta ask, which it was not in the Q&A, and I was like, man, you have these factions, right? But if you pick a faction, do you have different endings because you picked this faction? You know, that's something that I have myself wondering, that if I have a different ending because if I pick this one faction or I pick this other faction, because really it would be interesting. Like for each faction you pick, you get a different ending. You know,
I think that's possible, especially like because every choice you make, have consequences.
Oh, I know that for a fact. But I'm saying, like, would there be different endings to whichever factions you pick? Because really, you got a religious fanatic faction, you got an atheist faction.
I think it has to, because because if you're a bounty hunter, you can't have the same ending as a pirate, for example.
Yeah. And that's something that they should have been asked in the Q&A, because really, man, all the questions about also you like having your own house, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. Hearing that you can have like your own place in planets and stuff like that. Oh, that's just fabulous. Now the question is another thing: can you have a family in that game? Like you have wife and kids?
Yeah. Wife and kid. I know you can have a companion partner. You can partner with one of the companions, but I think it's only like limited to the the guys from guys or girls from Constellation. I think you can't, not to like every NPC.
Because that's the thing, though. I mean, there's so much stuff I was hoping to see in the Q&A, but they were just basically like, for example, another cool thing I saw in the Q&A was the illegal trafficking thing, that you got to get some special containers.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I was like, wow, that's amazing. That's pretty cool stuff. So pretty much you can, let's say, let's get some space drug or something. I don't want to say that. I was gonna say the C word, but since we're PG, but yeah, let's get some space stuff like that, and let's deliver this and see how much they give us. Starfield, my God, it was just amazing everything they put out there. Their Q&A, they asked a bunch of questions, but really, I there's one question that was missing out there, because remember the last trailer we saw like all of a sudden like he moved his hand and we saw like the enemies like kind of like get into like a gravitational thing.
Like the power or whatever.
The power, yeah, there was like a power situation there, and that was something that was not asked in the Q&A. And I was like, man, why didn't they ask that question too? Because that would be interesting to know if the guy has like a special thing in his hand that can actually change, the gravitational pull or anything, or put the guys in the air.
I'm gonna be honest, crazy. When I saw that, when I was seeing that, everything they were showing, it was like, oh my God, there's more. And it was like, this is everything I wanted. And then when they show that part, it was like, this is even better than what I wanted. I was like, what? That was a crazy moment right there. And it gives you the, we don't know like what other type of abilities you can get, so that's pretty exciting. Yeah,
exactly, because that was something that they should have asked right there, but no, it wasn't asked, and I would love to see them answer that question because hey, so much stuff in that game, and literally all the responses and everything they gave out. I mean, it just gave you more and more and more. You're like, how much is in this game? I mean, this is gonna be a huge freaking game. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, just look at the lore itself. Like the lore itself brings a lot of question because like they talked a lot about the war with I forgot the name of the faction, but that last war, which I thought that was like a huge war, but if you look at it, it was like 3 years compared then to there was another war that lasted like 20 years or something like that. So now I have more questions about that. And then all the like small clips and stuff they did with the animation. There's a lot of like information there.
I just hope they start with that when you begin the game because I read through it and I was like, okay, you know me, I read through stuff and I don't understand crap, but yeah, I read it like 3 times and I still did not understand what was going on. I know there was a war between this guy, this girl, and this person and that, and then she got named like she was the girl from the bank, and this guy was president. Then you had. Yeah, I think even that yeah, I think it was Bill Clinton was even mentioned in that game. But either way, though, there was so much stuff in that reading
Stop it,
area.
bro.
I mean,
Stop it.
reading through all that.
Matan, is it the kid?
What?
Shout out to Back from the Dead in chat. By the way, he just ducked in. He's one of our subscribers.
What's up, Jack?
And members. Great to see you, dude. Great to see you.
Great to see
hopefully
you.
You're cooking something awesome. I don't know if you've seen any of Back from the Dead's cooking on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it nowadays. But that man has been cooking up a storm, making some really good food. I know one of these days he's going to have to send me some stuff. I think it's a ways away. I don't know if it'll hold up in mail, but I kind of want some stuff.
We're going to have to do a cooking episode one day.
A cook-off?
Oh, that would be awesome. I mean, I'm down for that. I'll cook too. I'll be down for that.
I don't know about that.
Microwaved hot dogs.
No. I'm not getting my grill. I've actually cooked, man. I'll get my grill, put it right here.
I get the cereal. He's like, I get the cereal.
We don't want
frozen
pizza. Real quick
pizza.
though, going back to what you guys were talking about in regards to like the suspected powers or whatever in Starfield, I bet you in this Q&A they probably did get that question. But most of these, when they end up doing these Q&As and stuff, they have to give them a list of questions to field, and generally they're like, here are the questions we'll let you actually ask. We're not going to take these ones. So someone probably did ask, like, what's up with the powers? And they don't want to talk about it because they want it to be a surprise.
No, they pretty much what they talked about was more on if you had like if you could have your own properties. It was also asking if you can go not lethal,
right?
Stuff
But what
like
I'm
that. But
what I'm saying is they fielded the questions to what they wanted to answer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if there was anything there they didn't want to talk about yet, or they didn't want to talk about because they didn't want to ruin a surprise or something like that, like they wouldn't have even humored it. They would have been like, you can ask these 10 questions, not these.
But like I said though, what really got me excited was that you can have your 20-person crew and each person has their own special ability and makes you better. You know, you can get better jetpacks, better stuff, better equipment. It depends on the person who you choose. But that's what got me more excited out of the whole thing.
You know what I also like, that some of the things you like, some of the how you call it? Oh my god! But some of the things you get, like for example, the guy, the fanatic, for example, if you want to get rid of him, like other games will make you like, you know, you go to this place and you pay X amount in order to get rid of this specific, like, I can't get the name right now, but this specific thing that's attached to you. In which, in this game, you know, like, if you want to get rid of that fanatic, just get rid of him. Like, you know, you can eliminate them. If you want to get rid of your parents, which you're paying the home, just stop paying the home and, you know, they would, well, maybe they won't die, but you know, do you lose the home or whatever, and they will have to move out or something like that. But the point is that you do the logical thing that you will probably do to get rid of that specific thing that you don't want anymore.